Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the world of wrestling inside the WWE world. In today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on which ex-WWE superstars should return to the WWE in the near future. Now, this is just my fantasy. Now, there's a lot of possibilities that some of these guys and girls could return to the company. And then there's the reality that they will never return back to the company. So these are the following four ex-WWE superstars that I do believe have a chance to return back to the WWE one day. Starting off with Adam Cole. I feel like Adam Cole could return to the WWE one day. His AEW run has been pretty solid, but for the most part, injuries have held him back to be reaching his full potential, unfortunately. But I feel like Adam Cole would thrive in WWE now under the new Triple H era. I don't know how the hell Vince and Kennedy McMahon had no idea to use Adam Cole if he was going to move him up to the main roster. I don't understand how you could use him as Keith Lee's manager, because the man is talented as hell, one of the best pound-for-pound wrestlers in wrestling today. And in a dream world, if Adam Cole came back to the WWE, this is a dream, but I would love him to come back with the Undisputed era of Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, all returning back to WWE because they thrived in the black and gold era of Triple H. They had the Undisputed era at one time, held all the titles in NXT, had countless epic war game matches. We seen Adam Cole have a year run, historic reign with the NXT title, had some great matches with Johnny Gargano in NXT, the great Friday Night SmackDown NXT title defense against Daniel Bryan. I just feel like Adam Cole would thrive in the new era with Triple H and be a true main event star, something that he should have been in his first WWE run with the company on the main roster. But Adam Cole is definitely a guy I would bring back to WWE, especially if you do bring back the Undisputed era and Triple H's new reign with the WWE. Now, wrestler number 2. Now, this one I do believe has a lot of potential. Is Keith Lee. I feel like Keith Lee could return to the WWE and he would thrive in the new Triple H era. I believe it's a true possibility for him to go back to the WWE because his run in AEW has really been forgettable, I should say. Tony Khan really hasn't known how to use him. I mean, yes, he did have a AEW tag team run with the tag team titles with Swerve Strickland, but you see what Swerve Strickland became, and then Keith Lee kind of fell off the map, fell off the radar on the AEW roster, got lost in the shuffle. And I feel like guys like Vince McMahon and Tony Khan are the two guys that did not know how to use Keith Lee properly. And Vince McMahon definitely fumbled Keith Lee from the main roster back in 2020, 2021. But in NXT, when Triple H had him and controlled his career, he was a big-time player in NXT, had a good North America title run. Hell, at one point, held the NXT and North America titles in NXT at the same time when he defeated Adam Cole at the Great American Bash in 2020. And I just thought the sky was the limit for Keith Lee to become the next big thing in the WWE when he moved up to the main roster in 2020. Unfortunately, he did not, and Tony Khan has fumbled him in AEW. I feel like Keith Lee would thrive in Triple H's reign with the WWE, especially a big man. There's not a lot of big men in the WWE right now on the main roster. Yeah, there's Braun Strowman and Omos, wherever the hell he is, but there's lacking some big man on the main roster. I feel like Keith Lee would do a great job to fit the bill for that, and I do believe a great run back to the company would be great for him and his wrestling career. Now, next wrestler on this list is Aleister Black, the character of WWE of Aleister Black, as we know. Now, if you follow AEW in the world of wrestling and AEW, the House of Black on AEW has been decent to me at best. Yes, Malachi Black has been the leader of the group. Yes, at one point they defeated the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks to win the Trios titles, and the reign was okay at best. But Tony Khan has hardly used Malachi Black as a main event talent that we know him to be. And he's been with the company for 3 years now. He signed there in 2021 when the pandemic was uplifted and fans had come back to wrestling shows. The last time we seen him as a main event caliber star, a true player in AEW, was when Cody Rhodes was with AEW. I just haven't seen the same fire lit under Malachi Black because Tony Khan really doesn't know how to use him. Yes, right now, if you follow AEW, he has a few going on with Adam Copeland for the TNT title, but that's not what Malachi Black was supposed to be. Not pushed as a trios wrestler. He was supposed to be pushed as a main event star. And I feel like if he returned back to the WWE, which his girl Zelina Vega, his real relationship outside of wrestling is still part of the WWE. That's a reason why I feel like he could return to the company as well. But I feel like he would thrive in WWE again because guys like Tony Khan and Vince McMahon have not properly used him correctly in the United States on wrestling promotions that have aired in the United States, I should have said. But I feel like he would thrive under Triple H, and he thrived in NXT on the Black and Gold brand as a main event star and was an NXT champion at one point, defeating Andrade. Had some good matches with Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Velveteen Dream. You name it, Adam Cole. Man, I'm just reminiscing on that Black and Gold era right now. But Malachi Black, a.k.a. Aleister Black, would thrive at WWE once again. Now, last wrestler. This one is a long shot, but anything can happen in wrestling. It's Sasha Banks. Now, I feel like this could happen one day. Sasha Banks does return back to the WWE. Maybe years from now, whenever her AEW contract does expire, I feel like she'll be back in the company. Don't know when that will happen, but she did sign a fresh new deal in the beginning part of 2024. So I think she's going to be there for at least the next 2 to 4 years. But I feel like it's appropriate for Sasha Banks to come back to the WWE. I don't know if we'll ever figure out the story or not with her and Naomi, what happened with the company, how they both of them left the company in 2022. Of course, Naomi, she's back with the company, but Sasha Banks is signed with AEW. So I feel like it's appropriate for her to come back because she's a part of the 4 horsewomen in WWE history, that being Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and of course Sasha Banks herself. The 4 legends, the 4 icons that changed women's wrestling forever in the WWE. And I feel like we can never say never because we've seen some unlikely returns to the company. Guys that we never would think return to the company. Kurt Angle, when he left the company in 2006, we never thought we'd see him again. CM Punk, when he left the company in 2014, we thought we'd never see those guys ever again in the WWE, but here they are, and they returned. So I feel like the same could be with Sasha Banks. Plus, I feel like if Sasha Banks, whenever that time comes, the women's landscape, I do believe, has a bright future, and she could have one more great run with the company, facing the likes of Rhea Ripley, feuding with Jade Cargill, the star that she could become in the next few years, or Tiffany Stratton, the star that she could become in the next few years. I feel like there could still be some big time players around, like Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair at the time, whenever Sasha Banks returns. So those are the following ex-WWE superstars that I do believe should return back home to the WWE. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.